Hey YouTube, it's been a long fucking time. A really long time. I think it's probably been about a year and a half, maybe longer since I posted. I'm here with my purple hat and my Are You a Good Witch or a Bad Witch coffee mug. The dog might pop in here. Just be prepared. Have you ever had one of those, if I don't make content today, even though I'm already miserable, I will be more miserable days, because that's where we're at. So 2018, I didn't make any videos at all. I don't think I did anyway. I'd have to go back and look. It was kind of a shit year. From what I understand, it was for a lot of people, and that's okay. To get back in the swing of things, I was going through some of my original content on Tumblr, and found some of my old videos and was inspired to kind of pick it back up again. I decided that the best place to start would be to kind of do an update as to what I've been up to for, the past year and a half or so. I have been active on WordPress, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. Oh, there's the dog's tail wagging. All of those other social media platforms. So some of you, if you follow me on those platforms as well, this will be kind of old news to you. But I'm going to do a personal update vlog just to get back in the swing of making videos again. I figured it would be a good spot to start, since I kind of dropped off in the middle of the, I think it was the YouTube Pagan Challenge or whatever it is I was working on last time I was on here. So after graduating from college, I moved back into my parents' place, which is where you see me now. Please forgive the patch spots on the wall. We've been fixing some things up. I was working in an RV dealership, selling parts mostly and doing accounting kind of stuff. I started the Order of Bards, Ovates, and Druids Bardic Grade course. I probably mentioned those things at the very least in my last few videos back in the summer of 2017. After making those few videos and trying to find space, time, inspiration, and everything else to do it, I very quickly realized that I don't have those things, and my inspiration was waning, and not having friends and being unable to drive here and that sort of a thing. I just got really, really freaking depressed, and creativity was not happening on a lot of levels. My personal path, my artwork, my blogs, but this channel specifically kind of got the shaft at the end of 17 there. In November of 2017, my boyfriend moved up here from Florida. We tried for about a year to kind of get our footing so we could get our own place here in Michigan. That didn't happen. He wasn't able to find a better job than the retail one that he was working here. I was struggling to get my driver's license. Money just wasn't flowing where it needed to. So this past November, he moved down to Georgia, where he's found electrical work and training, and that's what he's doing now. I was supposed to move down there with him last weekend. Kind of ran into a huge clusterfuck of problems, to put things very simply. And now I'm here without my job and still trying to get my driver's license, and very much worried about money, probably more so than I've ever been, because my student loan payments are astronomical. And I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time. I'm going to be taking my driving test next week, and we'll see where that leads us, because basically getting my license in a car is the first step to whichever direction I end up going in from here. So on a very mundane level, things are kind of bleak right now. I'm not on here looking for sympathy or help. I'm just kind of explaining what I've been up to. So we're just kind of on a waiting game with that one. We're going to take the test, do our best, and see where life takes us from there and what we can manage financially. Spiritually speaking, I sort of touched base on this at the beginning, but the end of 17 was full of it was a lot of trying really hard to hold on to the things that sort of had marked out the wheel of the year and the kind of cycles and patterns of what my practice and my life had been. I tried to get the gang back together for our usual gatherings, hold on to the old rituals and traditions that we were doing, those sort of things. And May through December of 2017 was kind of like a very harsh lesson in realizing that those things are no more. And I had to really come to terms with the fact that my worldview had been defined by school and those I knew from school for, 18 years or so. And suddenly I was without all of those things and all of the usual markers for, the Sabbats. So like Lunasa would be like back to school, that sort of a thing. Now it's kind of a slowing down period in my life because I had been working in an industry that is most busy from, May to August. So it kind of reversed a lot of things in where my free time was and, how much energy I was able to put into things. And I didn't have all of my same friends here anymore, and it was just a lot of change, So 2017 was kind of the end of it anyway. It was sort of a like, well, shit, I've graduated from college, and now I suddenly don't know how to relate to my practice or the wheel of the year because all of those things that I had, used as marker points for the turning of the seasons and how I relate with where I'm at in my path are gone all of a sudden because I'm no longer in school. So 2018 was a kind of a watching and waiting period and looking at, okay, so what are the new patterns? How has the wheel changed for me? Really kind of getting a feel for what the seasons are like when I do not have to relate to them as opposed to my, in conjunction with my school schedule. I properly started the Bardic course in January or February of last year, despite having had it for almost 6 months. Like I said, the end of 2017 with not knowing how to relate to anything anymore, kind of threw me when I tried to add a study course on top of it. And I had this, just very low motivation to do like the first initial rituals and stuff in it. So it sat in my room and accumulated because I would get the packets every month for about 6 months until about January, February, where I finally felt like, okay, so now we're going to do this. My work through that has been really slow, and not because of the content. A lot of it is stuff that I had already been acquainted with through my studies elsewhere over the course of 13 years or so. So, the elements of casting a circle, doing ritual, these sort of things, they're not new to me by any stretch of the imagination. And a lot of the concepts specific to druidry in that path are not new to me either, because I had been reading a lot of work by Order of Bard, Ovate, and Druid authors. So I read a lot of Philip Cargom's work, John Michael Greer's, I'm not sure if he's actually associated with the OBOD or not, but very similar teachings in his work. Christopher Hughes is close with a lot of those folks, and I'd been reading all of that work prior to starting the course. And so it's not that the material itself is difficult. I think it's been a matter of trying to find time and space to breathe and to really work with it and give it a chance, and also give myself time to deal with the mental and emotional shit. 2018 was kind of like trying to start over my spiritual practice completely, because I went from, sort of doing things here and there while I was in school to doing a whole lot of nothing, to then kind of slowly picking it back up again, while balancing the complete dumpster fire of a year 2018 was. So it's been interesting. I feel happier for having done it. But it's been interesting. I have all manner of different content ideas that I've just been meaning to like write down and either make into posts or videos, perhaps. It really kind of depends on where I end up. I'm not entirely sure where 2019 is going to take me. I'm nearing the end of the Bardic grade course. I think I'm on the last 8 or so lessons for it. So I'm looking forward to completing that. I'd like to start the OBOD course, or not the OBOD, the Ovate grade through the OBOD. I'm not sure if financially that will be something that's practical for me for quite a while, but that is something that I hope to be doing. I've been trying to get my adult life together after it sort of toppled on me, slowly but surely, getting that kind of in place. I've been feeling better, on a lot of levels, but I'm no means done with the journey that I'm on. And as I said, I've got some content ideas I'm going to try to get out here or on WordPress or Tumblr. If you are Tumblr folk, I am participating in the 2019 Grimoire Challenge. Because I already have an established journal and some of the prompts are geared towards kind of starting a new grimoire and kind of building the basics of your path, I've been sort of just playing along on Tumblr itself rather than adding them to my actual grimoire. But I will post links to some of my stuff and the official 2019 Grimoire Challenge Tumblr blog there. And, of course, the links to my other social media stuff so you can see what else I've been posting, all those good things. More to come, hopefully. It's a matter of just finding the time and quiet and getting it done, and I'm trying, guys. But I really do want to get back into YouTube, so here is my step back in. I wish you all a very great day, and all my love to you guys. Bye.